Okay, so I decided I'm going to do water care classes with a video because with the coronavirus, we're not being able, people aren't coming into the showroom to learn how to take care of their tubs, and there's nothing more important than learning how to care for it so that we can enjoy it and have fun with our families. So first off, we're going to start with the Start Right Free filter. This screws right onto the bottom of onto your hose. You pop this off, unscrew this, screw it onto your garden hose, water your lawn for a little bit so you pull out all the water that's been in the lines because you want to fill your tub with clean water. When you do put this into your tub, you want to put it in through the filter area. So you remove your filter prior to doing this and put this into the hole that leads right into the line to the tub. And then we fill your tub from there. And then eventually the water will come out of the jets and there won't be any air in the line. So that's a big deal. Once the tub is full, you're gonna dump an entire bottle of Metalgon in. Go around the perimeter of the tub, cover the tub, switch on your breaker, and allow the tub to come up to temperature. It'll be defaulted to 100 degrees. It'll take several hours. The best thing to do is just leave it overnight and the next day check it out. One thing you will want to do once you do check it out is take your filter out again, rinse it off because it's going to be full of metals which have been drawn from the water. Additionally, you're probably going to want to wipe the water line because the metals are also going to have been deposited on the water line, so that'll help that to clean that up. Okay, now once you do that, next thing you're going to do once the water's to temperature is take your test strips and you'll want to test your water. The first thing you're going to look for is the hardness. So you want your calcium to be in the deep blue, so a nice navy blue. So because you do want a level of hardness to it. Around here, generally, we don't have much calcium in the water, so it generally takes about a third of the bottle of this. This is a liquid calcium booster. Generally, if you're here, I would write 1/3 of a bottle on it, so you know that you'll be able to use this like 3 times before you need to replace it. And additionally, on your test strips, you're going to check your pH. You want it to be ideally between the 7.2 and 7.4. If it's a little high, which generally when you're starting off, the pH is going to be a little high. Alkalinity and pH generally go hand in hand. The pH is significantly more important than the alkalinity because when the pH is low, it feels very uncomfortable on our skin. So you want to always keep the pH up. When you check your pH, if it's high, it's not bad. We're acidic, hop in the tub. You'll bring the pH down just naturally, just because of our acidic body composition. But if the pH is low, you will want to use the spa up. You just do it by capful, dump a capful in with the jets on, dump it in and run the jets. Give it 10 minutes, you'll check it, you can see it would have raised the pH, so that's all good. pH and chlorine are the 2 keys that you want to make certain that you see all the time. You need to see some purple with the chlorine, and the pH should be in a nice kind of rosy peach color. All right? And then now, once you have your pH at a good level, what you want to do is take a whole bottle of the Silky Smooth. This Silky Smooth, when you have the warm water, the Silky Smooth will dissolve immediately. You dump the entire bottle in, it'll dissolve right up. What it does is it's a water stabilizer, so it helps to stabilize the pH so you have less float. Additionally, it helps to soften the water so the water has a really good feel. So whenever you change the water, you definitely want to dump in a new bottle of Silky Smooth, and that'll maintain during the entire water change until the next time you change your water. Then you'll need to use another one. Okay, now you've got your pH good, your water's feeling pretty good. The next thing that you want to do is add this mineral purifier. You can hear it? All right, so it's got metals in it. Majority is silver. There's also zinc, copper, and carbon in here. These all work to help to fight against, they eat up bacteria. So another way to use less chlorine is to use this mineral purifier. And this is another thing that gets changed every single time that you change your water. It goes in the filter area. If you have a Sundance, there's actually a little door in the weir gate. There's a door, you can drop this inside it. Otherwise, in a hot spring, just drop it behind the filter area. It's just going to be around where the filter is, so that as water goes through, the metals will eat up some of the bacteria, and so we'll use less chlorine. And to activate the mineral purifier, we need to use 2 scoops of Renew. Renew is our shock, okay? So this shock treatment, 2 scoops will activate these metals. So it's a good thing when you first put this in to put in 2 scoops of Renew, leave the cover open and let that off gas, and that'll activate the mineral purifier. Now we have that all done, the next thing we need to do is worry about our chlorine. Chlorine, this is a CL, looks like Renew. Generally, I'll write on the top, shock, CL for chlorine, just so to discern it so you don't get them mixed up. So that's maybe something you want to do with your Sharpie. Mark the top of your bottle so that you know which is which and you don't get them mixed up. But the chlorine, start off with 1 scoop at a time. Inside of here is a 1 ounce scoop, and sure, it easily opens. The scoop anyway has 4 marks on it for teaspoons. To start off, use a full scoop and wait like 10 minutes. Check it with your test strip. If it looks good, now you can go ahead and use your water. You have everything all set. It was like after you've gotten out, however many people were in the tub, then you want to replace that much chlorine. So if 4 people were in the tub, use a full scoop. If there were just 2 of you, use half a scoop. 3, use 3/4 of a scoop. You see what I mean? So, and that's just to help keep the tub at a good cleansing level. It was like it sanitizes, this is the sanitizer, and you want to make sure that you're keeping up the sanitization. When you're in the tub's working, the sanitization's working, so it's getting cleared up, and what you want to do is replace what's being used after what's being used with fresh stuff. And then once a week, you want to eat up all the spent chlorine with 2 scoops of Renew. I don't know where the camera is on this thing, I tell you, because I keep looking and I'm down here and anyway, 2 scoops of Renew, and with the cover open, what that does is it eats up the spent chlorine and then off gases it. So you get rid of all of that cloudiness. It helps to keep things clear, looking good, and you'll notice that the water feels good because you've kept your pH up, you're keeping your sanitization going, and then you're cleaning everything up with your Renew. Then on a bi-weekly basis, you want to do a little additional maintenance. Because we keep a level of the hardness to our water, you want to watch out for scale because calcium can cause scaling either on your seats or on the jets or within the lines. Every other week you want to use 2 capfuls of the Defender. This will help to break down the calcium scale and help to keep things looking good. And then the alternate 2 week you're going to use enzyme. Enzyme helps to keep the water clear. So you know how we're using the pH up to help keep our pH up there and looking good? Well, also once in a while you'll notice that there's like flakes floating in the water. That's bothersome, it looks bad, and it just, it just doesn't feel clean. Enzyme is great at cleaning that up. Additionally, if you notice something's not looking that good along the edge or something like that, put a little bit of this on a cloth, and it's good at cleaning things. These 2 are both, besides good maintenance items, they're also good at helping to keep things clean. All right. Then once a month, you want to clean your filters. If you have the ceramic filters, if you have the pleated filters, you want to take this filter clean and dump it into, say like a big bucket, especially if you have a cover, you can reuse this thing. So because it's very sturdy, your filters probably won't need to use a whole new bottle every single time. So soak your filter overnight if you have the opportunity, and take it out. When you do take it out, rinse it thoroughly. This stuff foams like there's no tomorrow. So you want to make sure you get it all out of the filter. And then if you have a cover for your the bucket that you've soaked your filter in, then just put the cover on and save it for the next time, just so you don't have to rebuy it every single time. Otherwise, whatever, just throw it away and get another one. But this is a very good cleaner. You just need to make certain that you rinse it out completely, or else you'll be really disappointed with what a bubble bath you have now going with your hot water and jets. Another thing to keep in mind is that the ultimate way to go into a hot tub is after you've showered in with nothing on. And considering most of us are using this with our families, we are probably wearing something. That something should be something which does not come right out of the washing machine, that's been rinsed in the sink and wrung out and gotten all the detergent out of. And then when you go in the tub, you rinse it out again and hang it to dry. And only wash it with soap periodically, because the detergents are what causes the foaming, and you want to keep your foaming down. So anything that's people stuff, foaming is a tough thing. If you do have a problem, especially if you have kids and they're in there a lot and you just have a problem that there's too much people stuff in there, a great option to add, it would be a Zorby. Zorby's, well, that looks like a sponge, but what it does is it floats along the surface and absorbs the slick of people stuff. It ends up in the filter area and eventually starts to float below the surface. That's when you pick it up and throw it away. You don't wring it out, because then you'll end up with little orange pieces throughout your tub, and you'll have to drain your water and get rid of it. But this way, this is a good help get rid of people stuff. And then generally with a chlorine hot tub, you're going to drain your tub every 4 months. So you just drain it out, and when you need to refill it, you're going to want to use the Metal Gone. This Start Right pre-filter can be used like 6 or 7 times, so don't throw this away. Hold this in with all your good stuff. You're gonna want some more Metal Gone. You're gonna want another mineral purifier. You're gonna want Silky Smooth, and then you'll be able to use the things that you already have, like the calcium booster. Generally we use 1/3 of a bottle of this, and everything else is just in line. You know, it's like periodically you may need to get another bottle of this, and that's all there is to it. If there are any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'm always available. 781-987-2112. Thanks so much. This is Kathy. See you later. Bye.